Hey now guys, it's me, Knockout21. How y'all doing? Well, um, yeah, the NES Classic Edition was released today and it was a big hit. It was awesome. Uh, my particular store had 65 units available and we sold out in less than 15 minutes. Coming into work, it was a really long line. Did not anticipate it. I knew it was going to be popular, but I did not anticipate it. I did not anticipate the rush that was going to occur. Anyway, I've been watching a couple of YouTube videos, Alpha Omega Sin and Review Tech USA, and they discuss how people are flipping it and stuff. And I gotta say that's a really shitty practice. I agree with them wholeheartedly. Trying to sell that stuff for $2, $3, $4, $5,000. Man, that's just too much, you know. God. And I can't really say too much about it. Mostly because everyone at my store that bought one only got one. I really don't know the kind of people that were there. They're mostly people my age and some with kids. You know, it was Veterans Day, so there were kids there. And yeah, that's all I can say about that. It was really busy. I for the past month, people have been asking me, when is this thing going to come out? When is this thing going to come out? And I told them, you know, November 11th. That's the only thing the email is giving us. It's going to be on November 11th. I don't know how many we're going to get. I don't know how many other stores are going to get. But that's it. On a related story, someone apparently has been tracking our stock system and found out that we got the units a couple of days early and tried to buy one. Now, I was not there for this, but the guy that was covering didn't know any better and actually tried to process the transaction. The system blocked them, telling them that, no, hey, don't sell this. It's available Friday. And the guy got really upset, threw a fit, started screaming at the guy that was covering the department. And I don't know, I think he left in a huff. Either way, come today, there were a lot of people. And, oh well, I'm a bit of an asshole. But when they when my manager announced that we ran out of units, everyone else went in line, had this look of defeat and disappointment, and I actually felt a little good. I was actually pleased at the agony that some of these people had. Like, oh, this is so funny. Oh wow. Anyway, throughout the day, as my shift continued, I must have had I don't know, like over 100 people ask me the same question. Do you guys have the NES? Do you guys have the mini NES? Do you guys have the Nintendo? And some people I didn't even have to wait for them to ask. I just said no, we did not have them. The look on their faces, the look of anticipation or whatever, it was, you know, it was really obvious. I just told them, no, I know what you're here for. We don't have them. The follow-up question was, who has them? No one in Southern California has them. We're all out. Someone must have them. I made a quick look in the system for one customer. The Bakersfield Target says they got 2. I don't know if that's for real. And when I told him how far it was like, the look. I honestly told that to someone, and they actually looked like if they were considering traveling, I don't know, 50, 60, or I don't know how many miles away Bakersfield is from here. they were actually considering traveling that far. I was like, really? Is it really that popular? Now, I never grew up with NES, so I don't have that nostalgia factor in me. I do have an NES and an ABS, and I do like playing my RPGs. I recently finished Dragon Warrior, and come next year I'm going to try Dragon Warrior 2. And that's to me, that's it. You know, that's all I really want to, more or less, want to play on the NES. And I do got a couple other games, but that, you know, but that's it. You know, I got what I want from the Nintendo console, so that's it. I really don't have this nostalgic attachment to it. I would have been more happy if there was something like that for the Sega Genesis with an HDMI out and all these other functions. You know, then I could probably get an idea. Nah, I don't even want to mention the Fire Core or the At Games models, but yeah, that was it. You know, so I don't, you know, so I don't have that nostalgic factor. But you know, seeing those people react and whatever. Anyway, their usual last question, if they do stick around after I give them the bad news, was, when are you guys going to get any more? Now, I do not know, but I'm basing this off how we get amiibos. Usually, near Christmas time, we get one more stock of, or one more shipment of whatever Nintendo ships out. Now, it's hard to track Nintendo stuff because unlike like Microsoft or Sony or some other video game companies, they don't really ship through our distribution center. They do sometimes, but they rarely do it. They usually ship to stores directly, either via UPS or some other method. Or so, excuse me, it was kind of weird like that. So yeah, it's like that. I suspect most stores would get them around the first or second week of, or we get refills the first or second week of December. One last shipment before Christmas, and then afterwards, if they decide to make more, they'll make more up until the NX comes out. Excuse me, the Switch. So that's all there is to it. If you guys are really looking for one, yeah, do just wait one more for a couple of weeks. Don't go on eBay and pay those ridiculously high prices that people auto-inflate. Give it some time. You get a chance. Most people do go on eBay and try to sell as much of this crap as possible. And the eBay prices kind of like go down just because people are not willing to pay thousands of dollars for something like that. If anything, you may want to pay maybe $100 at most if you're really that desperate. But don't pay $1,000 for an NES. You know, it's not worth it. Anyway, this was David, or aka Knockout 21. Have a good one. Take care, guys.